Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Yo.
Harden
received his powers from Allah today. His
prayers.
hands were on fire. Yes, AJ put out prayers yesterday.
The prayers have worked. Harden
He
is
put out
back.
Prayers yesterday.
Harden is
and that
back.
shit worked. And
oh my God, scary hours.
And we
Knicks pack.
And we
that pack hitting
are
different.
smoking that Knicks pack.
Hold up. I'm puffing on the Knicks pack, bro. The Knicks pack. Oh God, the Knicks pack. Oh man, so good. Bum ass Knicks. I'm gonna love this. This is gonna be my favorite stream. This is gonna smoking on that Knicks pack. Let me play this one clip before we start off. We gotta play this.
The Brooklyn Nets fans who are looking forward to a season where you guys are expected to have a great one.
Healthy James Harden. Scary hours.
Yes, sir. We back. Welcome to Nets Kingdom, y'all. Big win. Nets run New York. W's in the chat. Yes, I see everybody in the chat. Nets Nation's in here. Shout out Real Parody. Do shout outs real quick. Make sure you guys hit that like. Yo, we should get 200 likes tonight. We smoked. We didn't smoke the Knicks, but we smoking on the Knicks pack. You know
we made Stephen A mad. You know?
Listen, if KD wasn't cold for those first two quarters, this would have been a serious ass whooping.
Yeah. Let me do a shout out. Shout out the Real Parody. What's up, bro? Yeah, we'll bring you on later, bro. Jonathan, Maya B, Raymond Cruz, what's good? Adar, what's up? Easy Money, AJ, what's good? Sum Num Num, what's up? Knicks pack in the air.
What's the name?
Sum Num Num Num. Look. His name is I missed it. Sum Num Num Num.
You added like two noms on the end of it.
I got two noms. Okay. Some nom. Great W. Daquan, what's good? No Limit Kai. Hey, what's up? Tommy Bryant, what's up? Pepe. Bing bong. Bing bong these balls.
Bing bong this dick.
Bing bong this
fucking Bing bong this fucking blunt.
No limit. That's the W.
Silly Knicks. Good contenders. We're the real contenders. Silly Knicks. Big up. Yes. Donovan, what's up? Unholy Mayhem, what's up? The Fly Guy Squad. Hey, Isaac, my guys. AK, what's good? Rich Boy. Oh, we in here tonight. Yes, Nets Nation's in here. Oh, the Real Royals back.
Real Royal,
he comes back for this game.
Real Royal, Real Royal. You not a real fan, bro.
Because you
gotta pull up when he has a bad game and a good game. You have to, bro. You can't just come back when
Knicks pack is in the air. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna wait till everybody get in here. Nazir Muhammad, what's up? ILR, what's good? Billy Ransom, what's up? Deed. Oh, everybody's in here tonight. I love this Knicks. I love how the Knicks pack just brings out the Nets Nation. You know, everybody wants to take a hit of the Knicks pack. You know what I'm saying?
Man, when we gonna talk about Harden, man? I'm excited to talk about it.
We got plenty of time.
I'm excited to talk about
it. I was waiting for
There's this one part, bro. Talking, brother man, maybe shed a tear tonight, bro. Oh my God.
All right, so if you're joining us, we beat the Knicks. You can pull up the box score, saying we beat the Knicks. First quarter. We watched this game, and we knew it was every time we play the Knicks, it does get a little chippy. It does get a little close. You know what I'm saying? So in the first quarter, the Nets scored 33 to the Knicks 28. Nets put together a 23-7 run, including 8 points from Cam Thomas, 7 from James Harden and then eight from James Harden. Durant had just 2 in the first quarter, but Harden, shout out to Harden, totaled 15 points. And Nets were shooting 60% in the first quarter, 33-28. And then second quarter, then the Knicks got on a little run. We saw the Knicks got on a little run. The Nets are shooting 51%. Harden had 28 at halftime. Durant had only 6 at halftime, 2 of 9 shooting, 10 points from Cam Thomas. Now, in the second quarter, the reason why the Knicks kind of went in, Steve Nash did mess up the rotations in the second quarter. Cam Thomas was amazing. Cam Thomas was hot from the offense, and he was playing good defense. Steve Nash injected Javon Carter in that second quarter, which I was confused about. I was like, Cam is playing defense and offense, so I inject Javon, who's just gonna, run around and play. You know what I'm saying? But that second quarter, the Knicks made a run. Harden got, like I said, 28 and a half. Beautiful first half for Harden. I couldn't even Imagine.
Slow down in the second half, but
everything we wanted from Harden. How y'all feel about Harden in that first half?
Bro, Harden, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I knew, first of all, the first quarter, I was just like, bro, but there was a portion, bro. There was a part in the second quarter, bro. He hit a mid-range, and I almost cried. And it was wet as fuck. Like, it was no rim whatsoever. It was wet, and I was like, Harden, dude. I was like James. I didn't even say
what was
Harden.
wet?
I said James.
Julian, what was wet? You said something was wet.
It was wet. The shot was wet as fuck. The shot was so wet.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't even call him. I said his real name. I was like James. I said James. I said do it every game. I said do it. Please do that every. Bro, this was literally. He slowed down in the second half, and I wish he would have picked it up fourth when it was kind of tight. But overall, like, that's a very small, like, nitpicky thing, you know. Like, he had his game was damn near perfect. He shot like 53%. You feel me? Like, bro, he was snapping, bro. Like, it made me happy to see. He's been struggling. This is by far the best game.
There is a lot of people in this chat that need to apologize for the Harden slander.
An apology for him?
Yeah, we need an apology for him because there is a lot of people in here that were talking real hard on Harden.
Okay, so second half, Harden again. Harden kind of did slow down in that second half, third quarter. He only had 2 points in that third quarter. The Nets won the quarter 88-84. We led by 16. That's when we started blowing the Knicks out. We were like, oh, the beginning of the third quarter, it was like, oh, we were smoking the Knicks. It was up by 14-16, 16-4 run. Randall and Fournier only had 6. But late in that quarter, we just got sloppy. We kept leaving Alec Burks wide open threes. Alec Burks was taking them. I was like, why is Alec Burks so open in this third quarter? Derrick Rose was good in that third quarter too, and then the Knicks made that run to cut it to 3 at the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, KD. I wasn't worried because I'm never worried when KD has like 6 points at halftime or 8 points, 9 points. You know, everybody panicking.
Breaking alert! We have our first apology.
I mean, he got to string together. We got to string together a couple more games, and then you know we can have the full apology stream. You know, but this
can be part of it. I expect to see apologies. I mean, there's some real G's in here that will admit when they're wrong, but because I have a couple that I have to admit to. So
I never like I said, we criticized Harden's game that day. It wasn't like, well, people who did take it too far, too far. But me personally, I was just criticizing the game.
Wait, who said Trey Harden for Rubio last stream?
Nah, people was wilding, bro. I was like, whoa.
Even No Limit Kai apologized.
No Kai apologized.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Maybe the super chat.
You still got to be more consistent, but this is a beautiful start. This made me feel so good, bro.
Shout out Easy Money OJ. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, I think Harden found the formula to be super aggressive early, set up others later. Yes, this is what we've been. Everything like we said last stream for Harden to do better is like he did it. Like he was aggressive in the first. The floater, we saw the floater tonight. I was like, thank God the floater's back. We saw the mid range. You know, he was aggressive from early. Like we want Harden to play like this every game.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate tonight. And I think that because, you know, he did give his interview the other day. And I, you know, after watching his previous game, watching his interviews and watching today, I do believe what he said. He's like, sometimes I have a hard time figuring out whether I should pass or score. And I think tonight you just saw a very confident Harden just going at and doing what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And because there has been a lot of times where we've said, hey, no, shoot that Harden, or why are you doing this? Why are you trying to pass it? Just shoot it. You know, and tonight you didn't see that. So I think I'm not going to say he's going to do this every night.
Yeah.
But I definitely think you're going to see a more aggressive Harden.
And you cannot say this game that like he didn't score without free throws. He only got 9 points from the free throw line, which is very standard. Mm-hmm. He got over half of his points, right? Over half of his points, just straight buckets, and he shot 53%. So you can't 9 from the free throw line is standard for a superstar, right? Yeah. So you can't even say this game like it's not like he got 20 from the line like he did the other. Like, no, this game was just legitimately he was just getting buckets and he was getting to the line regularly like the normal superstar average. So you can't even say that this game.
Yeah.
Another super chat from Jelani.
Thank you, Jelani. He said KD had a hard game, but still got 27 points. Like, damn, he is the MVP. Big up to Harden. He will get more opportunities when he has a good pick and roller. Good shits the beard. Yes, there's. Thank you, Jelani, for the super chat. Yes, and like I said, like I was saying before, I'm never worried when KD has like 6 points at halftime or 8 points because I know how quick KD can score in 20 in a heartbeat. So it's not like I'm never worried when KD's like not shooting well in that first half. But he was cold this game. He was cold. Mm-hmm. But again, the fourth quarter, you saw it. He led the team in the fourth quarter with, I think he had 11 or 14 points in the fourth quarter. It was something. I think it was, double check that. But in the fourth quarter,
14 by the fourth. He had like 15 or 16. He had set 16 or something like that. Because I remember when he came in, when I saw him check in the fourth, I was like, "Oh, this man finna drop like 11 or 12," and he did that. So
if you're watching this Knicks game, we were going back and forth in the fourth quarter. It was one of those games. Then we get down to the 1 minute part, right? When 1 minute was it 1 minute? Yeah, it was 1 minute left. KD and Harden. Well, I think we were up by 3. I think we were up by 3. But Harden, I remember Harden. KD had the ball. They doubled KD at the top of the a half court area. So he passed it to Harden. Then Harden, KD was clapping for the ball. Give it back. But we seen Harden do like a step back 3. Like it was like a deep step back 3. Like it was like way past the 3-point line. Then he missed. They got the ball back and scored. And then I think they cut it to 1. I think it was 1.
Yeah, he can't do that, bro. Can I just you gotta get at KD, bro, every time.
Can I just say KD and Harden, and especially when Kyrie was here, like we have the button that just makes Randall emotional after every time we beat him.
This is like the second time he complains to the left out of the game.
The last time we made him so Kyrie, emotional, they had to carry him off. They had to carry him off.
Yes, I was going to ask how y'all felt about in the chat. Answer in the chat. I was going to ask how y'all felt about that last minute. I got to find it when KD called for the ball back, but Harden just took the step back 3. It was not even like.
KD, I mean,
like every time. I'm sorry, bro.
I agree, but at the same time, though, on this one, it's like listen, KD had an off game tonight. He picked it up in the end of the game, which was great. Some people were trying to go at him. It's like, dude, that dude's been solid since the beginning of the season for us, and he's allowed to have one bad game. And you know what? This game, Harden was feeling it, and everybody saw it. And
I wasn't even mad that he didn't give it back. I wasn't mad. It was just that I was mad at the fact that it wasn't a good
shot.
It wasn't a good shot. He could have got to the exactly. He could have got to the rim, or he could have got an easier shot. He took I feel like he settled on it, and then when Harden missed that step back. Mitchell Robinson got the rebound. Julius Randle made the dunk. Then it was 107-108. And then here's a box. And then KD missed a 2-point shot. Nets got an offensive rebound. Timeout. Julius Randle got fouled. Julius Randle fouled KD. KD made those 2 free throws. I think that's when KD went to the rim and he dunked it, and then Julius fouled him.
That was D Rose that fouled him.
It was D Rose. Oh,
it looked like he did. When they challenged it, I was like, "Oh, bro, D Rose didn't touch him at all." But when I seen it, I was like,
"It's funny how questionable." But it is funny how people are like, "We're talking so much shit about Harden. Harden comes having a great game, and then their only response is like something like by this raging tomato." Like really, bro. Like,
I mean, you should give him credit for
you should be happy that you saw this from Harden because we know what Harden's capable of. I don't think anybody thinks Harden is going to be back to 2017, 2018 Harden.
No.
But
that's not what we need.
He's got a lot more than he's been giving this year. And I think you see that tonight, which
give him credit for this game, bro. Like, give him credit, bro. He had a good, solid
I'm thinking of Harden, bro.
Of his whole. This is the best game. You know, like I said, he could have done more like in the third. But bro, it's like a picture perfect game. Now, do I need to see 35 every night? No, but I would like to see some more consistency the next 2 games. But this is a beautiful, beautiful starting place, and give him his credit. Like, okay, you want to see him be more consistent. I feel the same way, but like, he had a beautiful fucking game, bro. Like, you can't even take that away.
And I'm okay with Harden starting off hot and then cooling down fourth quarter because I know that's when KD's gonna rise in that fourth quarter because Harden, like I said, he scored 2 points in the third, and then the fourth quarter it was like KD scoring, so I was fine.
And to address like this quote, like KD did have an off game in the first quarter. And I mean, the first 2 quarters, you can't.
What did he shoot from
that.
What did he shoot from the free throw from the field goal? Free throws, I know he was perfect.
He was
though.
9 for 23. That he was 0 for 5 from 3 and 9 for 23. He had an off.
That's not KD. That's not KD.
That's from the shooting wise, Tiamed. I don't know. Yeah. I know you like to say it's basketball IQ. Then you're telling me he intentionally missed 5 threes and was intentionally missed 9 for 23. I mean, he hit his free throws. And the thing that I will give KD credit for, though, when Cam was on his run, watching Cam and KD play together was kind of beautiful to watch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with KD. Listen, KD has been the man for us all season. The dude, there you go. This dude can have an off game shooting. It's okay. And it's okay to admit that. Like, yes, he is a high basketball IQ guy, but let's be honest. He didn't have it from the field today. A lot of those were rimming in and out. So it is what it is.
Like I said, y'all know I'm a KD fan, Stan, and like he had a bad game.
KD can shoot bad from the field, bro. Every once in a while, bro. Like the man shoots. He's the most efficient scorer, arguably of all time, and definitely in the league right now. So he can have a 30. You know, he can have that, bro. I'm okay with that.
It's not slander. It's just. Listen, every basketball player is going to have an off game from time to time, no matter.
He was still plus 10.
Exactly. Thank you.
Tyrone Winston, he said the defense they played in the third needs to be the defense all the time. Yeah, that was great defense in the third, man. Like I said, I think Julius and Evan Fournier had like 3 points each or something like that. It was really, 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 really good defense. And like I said, we were up by 15, 16 in that third quarter, but I don't know what happened. Like I said, they just came, they cut it back. I don't know, people are saying KD had a off game, but where he made up for it in that fourth quarter. That third and the fourth quarter is where KD made up for it. You know what I'm saying? He still had 27. He still had 14 in the fourth or whatever it was. So, like I said, we still ended up smoking on the Knicks pack. Either way, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy either way.
I don't care if it's a 1 point or 2 point or 3 point or a 10 point. We beat the Knicks. That's all that matters.
Yeah, smoking on that Knicks pack,
bro. Stop comparing KD. KD's been the most consistent player in the league and arguably the best player of the season. So don't be like, oh, so Harden can't have a bad. Like, he's had multiple bad games. Don't compare the two. KD can have a bad game, bro.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not a battle. Why are we battling KD and Harden?
I know, but this is the problem. This is the problem with the Nets. A lot of these just Harden stands, just KD stands, just Kyrie stands need to take that shit off, and put on the Nets jersey.
That's what I'm saying. We're Nets,
and you're a Nets fan. Whether your man does good or bad doesn't matter. What matters is the team won. And guess what? One day Harden's going to pick up KD in a game, and guess what? And another day, or most days, KD's going to pick everybody up. It is what it is. Like,
I seen Matt Brooks tweet that out too. He was like, Nets Twitter has become to player stands versus player stands.
Thank you. You literally
KD and Harden on the same team. We're supposed to be together, y'all. Like, why are y'all competing? It's not a competition.
Like stop overhyping Harden. It's like, are you a Nets fan or do you hate Harden? Come on. Oh yeah, by the way, I do got to rep the new Nets team. Look at that shit.
Look at it.
Catch the drip.
It makes me look kind of like I'm buff and shit too, like a little shake.
Yeah, way long.
Shout out Daquan. Yeah, Nets Kingdom gear is in stores. Yes. BKNetsKingdom.org for the merch. BKNetsKingdom.org for the merch. We'll answer some comments, y'all. Get Real Parody. Bring up Will Patty.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Shout out Lenny Beeson. He said, out of 82 games, most stars play about 15 bad games a year or more. Yeah, yes, thank you, bro. Nicholas Reed, emotional hours have been applied to the YouTube. It's emotional, bro. It's like, KD had a bad game, but we're just gonna move on. You know, we'll talk about it. Well, just like how we talked about Harden had a bad game last game, we talked about Harden had a bad game. I'm gonna talk about how KD wasn't good this game in the first quarter, in the second quarter.
His first legitimate game where he didn't shoot good. He had another game where he shot. He didn't shoot good against Golden State, but I think he still shot like 40 something. So it's like his first like he's been arguably, and I think he is. I know there's the debate between Steph and like KD, and I feel like KD, you know, he's a better scorer, better defender, better rebounder. So I think that it's no competition that he's the better player. So it's like, bro, he could have a bad game, bro. Like, chill out.
So like I said, it's about the Nets at the end of the day, y'all.
a couple whatchamacallits. Bembry and James Johnson. I will be like, I didn't know enough about these guys from the beginning
I agree.
to even like, I never said they were like ass. I just really thought both these dudes would probably get cut, and they have completely like Bembry for me, because I've never known anything about Bembry prior to this. I never known anything about James Johnson prior to this. So Get Right, who's on our Discord a lot. I don't know if he's in here. Shout out to him. He was one of the OGs from the beginning saying, hey, no, Bembry's nice. Keep these guys. And, I clearly was probably more speaking from not
going off on the
knowledge.
mic. Who's that?
What's that? Oh, that's the
I just see someone going in the mic. Like, what the hell?
I don't know.
Sorry,
I gotta go ahead. I gotta go poll for tonight,
but Bembry and James Johnson have been super nice for us since, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost liking Bembry more than I like Bruce Brown. Never thought I would say that, but
all right. So the poll of tonight, make sure you guys vote. Who was the best role player tonight? I'm gonna put. Who should I put in the thing, y'all? I'll put Bembry.
James
should I put Patty Mills in there? James Johnson.
You can throw Cam Thomas too.
What was the
question? Should I put Cam in there?
Yeah, you put Cam, Bembry, James Johnson. I think that's appropriate.
Cam, Bembry. What about LaMarcus? No.
LaMarcus. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he just didn't. He didn't really get to.
I'll put Bembry, James Johnson, Cam, and then who's the last one?
You can throw Patty in there.
What was your question? Who
was the best role player tonight?
Ooh,
that's a nice one, right?
I think. I mean,
real parody, yes, sir.
Let's see. Wait, let me look at because
Brooklyn.
I kind of feel like Bembry and Cam were like. I mean, they both came in and gave like valuable minutes at like Cam and Bembry and even James. Like they all came in and just every time they gave valuable minutes for the time that they were in there, and they gave us exactly what we need. I don't even know that I could choose one over than the other. I mean, if you're going to go by scoring, Cam Thomas had more scoring, but Bembry was doing a lot of hustle plays, a lot of rebounds, breaking up steals, had that ridiculous block. That shit was awesome. I think that block on Rose. James Johnson was clutch. I mean, James Johnson won us the game. Who would have thought that?
For real.
Out of all people.
That was crazy.
Out of all people. Out of everybody.
Who would it, I don't know, man. Or I would put 4 and just put 3-way tie, man, because they were all money.
I put the poll up, so y'all vote. Make sure on this nation y'all vote. Let me get real parody because real parody got to get in here. Real parody.
You should change that poll and put instead of Patty Mills, just put a tie for all 3.
No,
What's the point of the poll then, bro?
I'm telling you, bro, because I can't choose. Oh yeah, Jaden the GOAT.
Thank you, Jaden the GOAT, for a super chat. He said Harden's hamstring is okay. He's doing putbacks and 2-hand dunks. It's funny how last game Kyrie fans was saying Harden don't deserve the max. Ooh, Cam lit. Damn, I didn't see that, but
I didn't see that either.
There was one person that got at me for saying Harden deserves the max, but I'm not saying who. You're
not gonna bring him up.
He was happy to get at me saying, "Oh, no, it wasn't. It was someone else." But like, you said Harden deserves the max, right? You think he's worth it now? I'm not saying who, but just know you said that, bro. You said that.
He said, "Just you and me." No.
Let me get Real Party in here, man. Real Party was good, bro. Cook up, man. I know you got a lot to say,
Brooklyn.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Brooklyn.
Sir.
I said it on Twitter. I'm going to say it here. There's only one New York team in basketball.
Talk that talk, bro.
It's that right there.
There's only one king in New York. There's only one king in New York, bum-ass Knicks. Silly Knicks.
Silly Knicks. They come to our home, pay tickets, give us money, and hold the L.
Hold the L. Crazy. Hold that L, Knicks. Silly Knicks.
Thanks for helping us sell out the Barclays, though. Thanks for bringing the fan base. We appreciate it.
Be our sons. Knicks, y'all always be our sons. Always be our sons.
If y'all want to watch your team catch an L, come on through.
We can always be our sons, bro. The Knicks.
We still got to be nice to them because they are our children, and our job is to bring them up and nurture them, and still You caught an L, but it's like, better luck next time. It's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rebel. How'd you feel about the game, though, bro?
Listen, a W over that other team that plays in New York is a great thing for me. But for real though, it was a heart attack of a game. Like it was back and forth, bro. My hands were sweaty as shit the whole game. Pardon my French, but just like I said,
why were your hands sweaty,
why is everything a pause with New York dudes, bro? I can't do nothing.
Why are your hands sweaty, bro?
Now let that go, because everybody don't come ahead. I know bad people was sweating. I know bad people was doing back and forth.
No, Drew trying to say like his shot was wet, and this man saying, "Yo, come on, bro,
come on, bro."
That's how New York is, though. Everybody be pausing.
New York dudes, bro, you can't say nothing.
Nah, but I'll defend you, bro. That wasn't a pause. Now, if you said your hands were sticky, I would say
nah.
If you said your hands were
that's wow. Your hands better not be sticky.
No, Chubb, the fact that your brain put that together, you suspect.
Talk your shit. That's what.
Hey, yo.
Nah, Chubb, you suspect.
I interrupted him.
No, good.
Hey, real quick, before I do this, whatever this idiot just said, should I be booting this motherfucker?
What is that? Oh, nah, hell no. Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, nah.
You dumb motherfucker.
Go ahead, because
sorry, bro.
No worries. But like I said, a W over that other team that plays in New York is a great night for me, man. But it was a shaky game. Like KD, when people say he's having a bad game, he dropped 25 points. To any other player in the NBA, that's a fucking phenomenal night for them. So like KD, I'm not like 27. You said, AJ, 27. Yeah. And people saying he have a bad game, that's crazy. But anyways, I get it though. Like he shot like 2 for 9 at the half or whatever. I get it. He had a poor shooting at the half or maybe even the third quarter. But fourth quarter where it matters, clutch time. Yeah, he's delivering, bro. That's it.
To me, like I said, it wasn't a bad game, but I understand how Nets Nation will say it's a bad game because of it's not KD, it's not himself.
Right.
KD is way more, and KD will tell you this was a bad game for him.
Even bad shooting night, definitely.
Probably in an interview, you'll see him. He'll probably say, "Yeah, I didn't shoot."
Imagine how great you are of a player to say you had a bad game and you dropped 27. Come on, bro.
5 rebounds, 10 assists.
That's crazy, bro. You on a whole nother level if you're saying you have a bad game and you drop nearly 30 points.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a bad game. He was just having
at all, bro.
He was just having an off shooting game.
Yeah, it wasn't himself. He wasn't himself. Because if he was himself, we would probably punch the Knicks by like 25.
Absolutely. Because if KD hit those shots in the first and second, he easily would have been closer to 40. Guaranteed.
And when you get 40 from both KD and Harden, it's over.
It's over. It's like Harden said. Harden said, it was a question. I don't know who asked him, but like, what are the other like teams' defense is gonna do when you and KD are on? Just pray.
Yeah, just pray. Scary hours. Let me read some comments here. Shout out everybody here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's get us to 200 likes if you can tonight, bro. 200 likes. We're going up for the next pack.
Honorable mention to Cam Thomas though. Before I forget. Cam Thomas.
Yeah,
that's 12 points.
We do got to talk about Blake and Millsap.
We got to talk about that. We'll talk about that soon.
Talk about that.
I'll read some comments and we'll get to them.
We should talk about Cam more too.
Yeah, speaking of Cam, I don't know if anybody saw this during the game. He snagged a rebound over Mitchell.
Yeah,
Robinson.
bro.
I don't think you realize how legendary that is.
Cam,
he was snagging over rebounds. Centers.
Facts.
Like this, Cam's different. I'm not gonna hold you. Cam is different.
How many boards did Cam get? Because it wasn't just 1 or 2. It was like 3 or 4, maybe even 5.
He played good defense on Julius Randle for a couple possessions too.
He's a good defender. He's an extremely good defender.
That's what I was like. Javon shouldn't have even got in tonight, and it's tied right now with the Suns Warriors. But Javon shouldn't even got in tonight. Like honestly, Javon Carter shouldn't have gotten minutes tonight, bro. It should have been Cam should have ate up all his minutes.
I was a little bummed that he didn't come back in consistently in that second half. Like that kind of bummed me out a little bit.
Well, Cam?
Yeah.
See, like
he only got 20 for the game. Yeah. I understand it was getting close, and that's probably crunch time.
Yeah.
I get that, but I do feel like you could have.
Absolutely. I feel the same.
How do you feel about the rotations then? Because the Knicks went small. No. They kept putting Mitch Robinson in. I know Mitch was in it. Like they kept. It's weird with Tom Thibodeau what he was doing. Sometimes he would go big with Mitch Robinson, and he's like, I'm gonna go small with just Julius. Mm-hmm. But I know in the fourth quarter he went. He was going on and off. So like Nash was subbing in LaMarcus, and then when Mitch went out, he would take out LaMarcus and just go with JJ and Paul Millsap at the same time. So I'm like, trying to figure out.
We gotta talk about Paul. He's not looked good. He has not looked good.
Oh, Millsap?
Yeah, I'm slowly thinking we bench Millsap and possibly bring Blake if he doesn't pick it up.
The thing that about Millsap, I think that goes unnoticed and doesn't go on the stat sheet is Millsap's ability to box out.
And pass. He does have some good.
He does.
Like setting up his passing. That's true.
To box out lets others get the chance to rebound it. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily Millsap box out and he gets the rebound. Nah, he's boxing out for y'all to come in and get the rebound. So that's what I notice a lot in Millsap. He does really good and does not show up in any stat sheet. So that's
I think we're expecting him to be this beast inside, but
the thing is,
we said this maybe 3 streams ago, where it's he virtually had no play prior to him leaving for his child being born.
Right.
And then it's I think we all kind of said I'm going to kind of hold off really going off on him and saying he's washed, get rid of him, until I see a good 10 games from him to see where he's really at, see if he's not in full, does he need a little bit more conditioning? Who knows? But I mean, I agree.
Smoking on that pack, baby.
I agree.
I'll leave this up a little bit. I'll leave it up a little. Knicks fans.
I wouldn't say, why the fuck is he in the NBA? I mean,
nah, that's too harsh.
I do.
Yeah, that's too harsh. I don't want him with that.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, with Millsap, it's he's a good rebounder, but what I realized about him, he's a good offensive rebounder. He's not really that good of a defensive rebounder. The defensive rebounding was what we need. When we get a stop, get a rebound. He's not really like that. But when we need an offensive rebound, when somebody misses a shot, he's right there.
He's right there.
Those rebounds. So that's how he stacks up his rebounds on the offensive. But defensive rebounds, it was so tough to get some defensive rebounds tonight. But did we out rebound in the Knicks tonight? I'm gonna check.
Let's see. I'll check it. I feel like
only 9 turnovers. Great turnovers. Wow, 9 turnovers for the Nets tonight.
They
11
total. Wow. They only beat us by 4 rebounds. They had 42. We had 38. That's not bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. We both had 27 assists. We had 7 steals. So 7, yeah.
Shout out
7. Lamarcus. I mean, hey, people were kind of crapping on LaMarcus Aldridge earlier. Dude had 3 blocks though too. I think he was playing a lot more defensively tonight than he was offensively.
He was great defensively tonight.
He was not bad. And there was a point in the game where they were trying to do what the Suns did last game, where it kind of abused LaMarcus. And LaMarcus did a good job of communicating. He did communicate yo, KD, stay. And he was telling KD to take D-Rose sometimes. They were trying to switch. He would just tell KD, yo, I got Randall, and you switch onto the guards. He was doing a good job of communicating. So he would be less exposed on the perimeter. So he did a great job.
That switching in the Suns game was killing me, bro.
I was shaking my TV every time.
Back-to-back possessions of the same identical play. Chris Paul gets out LaMarcus and dance on him. Don't
just lulls him to sleep.
That's where I shit on Nash. You know what I'm saying? What's getting said at that timeout? Because nothing changed. And obviously, we're speaking on a game that's not tonight, but that was just because I wasn't here last time. That's just some.
He wasn't good. Even this game, I don't think Nash was that good with the rotations.
He was good at calling timeouts, like Bruce Brown said.
He did a good job of timeouts. And then there was a part in the huddle where he did give a good speech.
Right.
It was in the fourth quarter. He did it was a good speech.
That surprised me. I didn't think he had that in him. So
You sounded like Thibodeau with his voice. You saw he was yelling.
In fact, he was angry. This is the first time I've seen Nash angry.
One point in the game.
Usually he's doing this.
Did you see the one time in the game where a ref was coming towards him and he's like, "Get away!" He's like, "Go!" He was straight pissed, dude. He literally was waving off the ref, "Get away from me."
Shout out, here we go. He said LA did a good job of keeping the player in front and to help defense close at the right time. Yeah. Like I said, he did a good job of communicating. Somebody said, any chance DDJ gets some minutes? I've been wondering about that.
Groin injury right now.
He has a hip flexor.
Hip or groin or something.
Tendinopathy, I think I read or something.
He's not gonna. If you're not gonna see Kessler getting minutes, you're definitely not gonna see DDJ getting minutes.
Yo, what do y'all feel about Joe?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Joe.
Get there. We'll get there. Hey, real quick, because somebody was talking about Nash and hey, I'm gonna give it to. I have no real issues. Obviously, I think Nash is really the biggest issue. Nash is learning is who to bring in, when to bring in. That to me seems to be like his biggest issue. But like I gotta give him credit on like every time the Knicks to me felt like they were really going to run and they were going to go way ahead or they were going to go ahead. He called great timeouts.
Yeah,
he did a good job of killing their momentum.
Absolutely.
And allowing us to get back in. So I'm not gonna. I think Nash did a good job at least that tonight. I still think he's trying to figure out. But hey, real quick, shout out to Obs. I was trying to get Obs to bring up here, just get the female voice up here. We're still trying to do that women's night.
I was going to pull up. Oh, you bring her up.
No. I'm trying to. She don't want to come up. I tried to.
She don't want to come up.
Okay. Shout out to Obs.
I told her before she's always welcome to pull up.
Of course, that's what I told her, and because her and I were in. I don't know if you've been on Twitter the last few days, but there's been some dumb ass like spaces stuff. So her and I just kept going in there listening to morons, and we got to talk, and I invited her. But shout out to Obs as always. She's there great. She is. Great. This is her name here. That's fucking hilarious.
Crazy cat.
I love you even more. She played ball, so
awesome. Like I said, she knows a lot more than some of these people.
Yes, exactly. That's
her basketball mind is on point. Her
basketball mind is on point. Exactly. So, Obs, if you do want to pull up, let me know. I'll shoot you the invite.
Let me read the poll right now. Oh, there's a battle in the polls right now. Who was the best role player? Is a battle between Cam Thomas and Bembry. 34. It was 34%.
I think I have to give it to Cam.
35%. Okay, Bembry's in the lead right now. 35. Wait, it went down. It went back up.
Really?
So Bembry's 34. Cam is second.
But that's why I was saying, bro. I mean, honestly, because when you looked at both of their contributions to the game, Cam's right off the bat. That scoring go in the beginning, and that was kind of during the stretch where Katie was like his shots were just rimming out, and he recognized that Cam was like hitting, and then Cam was even trying to, because the one thing, and this will be another, I didn't think Cam was gonna, I'll say this in the beginning when I saw Cam, I'm like, okay, I want to see him improve on his defense. I want to see him do this, and to his credit and the Nets training staff, they've gotten him to better defensively. I thought he was great defensively. He's definitely showing his basketball IQ, his ability to pass more, and he recognized that today too. I'm glad that he's not forcing shots, but he's also being confident to take those wide open shots. So his contribution right away was great. I felt Bembry was more of like an all-game contribution at key moments defensively. So, to me, they're kind of a tie. I'm not surprised that people are a tie on Bembry and Cam. They both brought what we needed today, especially with the injuries we have.
I think for Cam, the thing is with Cam, if he plays defense first, if he locks his mind on defense first and focuses on defense first, the offense is going to come. Because we know you're a great scorer. So you lock in on defense first. That's what's going to keep you out there. Nash is going to notice that, okay, he's really going hard on defense.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to
keep him
Nicky's
in here. Tricky Nicky.
Go back to Knicks Fan TV.
Hey, Tricky, I got something for you. Tricky, I got something for you.
Tricky, what?
Oh, hold on.
Kill that video. Tricky, I got something for you, bro.
Nice.
Tricky Nicky.
At least he says good game Nets, so he's like one of the good ones.
I'll always
still our sons. Knicks is all their sons, bro.
Tricky's always been chill.
I can't pronounce that second word. Tricky what?
That other team. I'm not even gonna call them by their names. That other team.
I can't do it.
He's repping that other team. I don't know what they're called.
Update on the Warriors Suns game. I believe Booker is injured and it looks like a hamstring.
Damn.
It looks like a big injury.
Leb, what did you just say?
What, Leb? Oh my god!
I think he needs a chat to do something with him right now. I wonder what it is.
With me right now. Whoa.
Pause.
Nah, see, hold on. What you mean?
No. Leb's got something up his sleeve.
Whoa.
What you mean by that?
You gotta clarify, Leb.
Leb, this chat is just know this chat is 90%
What you mean?
men.
What you mean something? Why you say it like that? What you mean?
90% men in this chat, Leb.
He says, I'm going to need the chat to spell out Bing Bong with individual persons.
Oh, okay, Lab. All right, Lab. I see what you did there, Lab. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, you can do that, chat. You know what I'm saying? You can
what
do that.
Team in the NBA did that in their Twitter?
Let's see a bunch of B's, then a bunch of
I think the other
I's.
team was thinking of the other team in New York. I think
N's,
they
bunch of
just
G's. Let's see the B's.
That was what is that? Their mating call? That was their silly mating call.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a Bing Bong?
I know this.
I think it's the sound when you enter a bodega.
I'm a clear.
I thought that's what it was.
It's the sound like in the train station when the doors close.
It's the MT.
AJ, you should know this. Come on now.
It's the sound. It's the sound.
I know it. I thought they got it from something else. I didn't think it was that. I didn't think they were going for that, but I thought it was some other like
sound. I thought that shit was.
I thought it came from like a movie or a clip or something.
Yeah.
Whoa, Chubbs. How you know that? How you know that?
Know what?
Are you undercover?
He said, "Are you undercover?" Yeah.
You undercover. You undercover a Knicks fan, bro.
That's not a other
team. You're in Florida. You're the undercover one, man.
Nah, never.
Yo, I'm in Florida too.
You're eating alligators, swimming in storm drains. What are you talking about?
Oh, look at Age staring, closing doors. Yeah, that's Subway right now. The closing doors.
That's what
Tricky Mickey said.
Age is a real New Yorker.
Say, good game. Love the Knicks fans.
Bro, turn that comment off, man.
AJ, why you got AJ, why you like
come on, turn that
bro, put that comment, don't comment, put that comment down, bro.
AJ, why you get like this when we play the Knicks? You know, bro, be nice to our sons.
I don't want to hear no. It was in Fournier. I don't want to hear nothing.
He said Evan Fournier almost had
I'm looking at Knicks pack tonight.
AJ, yes.
Knicks pack tonight, bro. I'm coughing on the Knicks pack. I don't want to hear no. Fournier was okay. No, I don't want to hear none of that.
He sucked for most. I mean, he wasn't in all games.
Fournier who?
One shot. Yeah.
Yeah, Ford who?
For who?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about Cam. Yeah, so if Cam locks in on defense first, Nash is gonna keep him out there. Then the scoring is gonna come. Like KD and Harden are gonna get you in your spots. They're gonna get you the ball where you need to get the ball, and then just be aggressive. Hit that mid range. We saw it with the floater. I think he had a 3 too, right? Yeah, he had a 3. So I love what I'm seeing from Cam. These past 3 games. Was it 3 games?
You see what the commentator said? They said we're the number 1 mid range shooting team in the league.
That's facts. Yeah. Imagine
if we had Kyrie. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh fuck!
Oof.
Yo, that's Connie crazy. Berry, super chat. AJ, what happened to your Instagram?
Oh, page? Yeah, I'm blocked. I'm blocked on IG, man. I'm blocked on IG.
What you do, bro?
They're taking them down. They're taking them
down. Too many likes?
No, they didn't take me down. It's just that I can't post. I can't do anything right now.
Damn.
He was being a menace.
My son AJ.
He was talking that shit.
Nah, it wasn't even reports. It was because I think I posted a clip of
NBA.
It was Stephen A. It was the Stephen A. clip. This is bad. It was when we were playing the Suns. I think that was a clip that they were like, "Oh, intellectual property."
How you reported, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah,
and I know Twitter just released something similar. A lot of these sites are going to start cracking down on stuff like that for some dumb reasons. But no, where was it? Other rumors. Bron's unvaccinated. That's the rumor on Twitter. If it's true, league gonna be in trouble.
No, he is vaccinated.
LeBron.
Yeah, he's vaccinated.
He got COVID though. He has COVID. COVID.
Yep.
COVID.
AJ, what is it?
COVID.
AJ's out here, bro.
La Delta. That's crazy.
Bron has COVID. Bron has COVID. He's vaxxed and he's vaccinated. He has COVID.
What's the new one called? What's the new quote?
Omicron or some shit.
They're making up crazy names.
Omicron.
You can't be using copyrighted material, my dude.
Bro, that was an old ass clip of Stephen A. Bro, that was like a clip of like when he said that this is bad. That's like that was like 10 years ago.
Somebody asked.
Wait.
Somebody asked
Tricky
what
just came
doing.
at us.
Somebody asked what Kyrie doing today.
I'm gonna see this.
All right. Well,
yeah. What's Kyrie doing?
Kyrie gets around quite a bit, right? So earlier in the day, Kyrie woke up and because remember he likes to do his own research. So initially, actually, I will say this. Initially, Nets fans put out this Kyrie signal. We put out the Kyrie signal. We're like, Kyrie, where you at? Like, what are you doing today? But like,
that's hilarious.
So the Kyrie signal was out, but Kyrie woke up this morning, and Kyrie likes to do a lot of his like research in the morning. So he's
so smart, guys.
Kyrie's been doing research. He did research today.
He's been researching the vaccine.
Yeah. He's researching everything, like the Earth, the Moon, the stars, and then
what a
the
guy.
COVID vaccine,
what a guy.
And then after that, Kyrie, because Kyrie is staying in shape because there is hope that he's going to come back. So he went and fought in the Matrix for a little bit of game.
Oh nah,
he just casually just went
Yeah,
to
he went.
That's
He
why
went
he
back
posted
to the
the Matrix.
Matrix.
Casually.
Yeah.
He is in the
He's
Matrix.
just-
This is a good one.
And what I love is the whole time he's got a smile on his face.
Of course,
The whole time.
he's a happy
And
guy.
then of course when the Knicks and Nets game came on, you know, Kyrie.
Oh, he had a good night's sleep.
Back to this.
Yo, he was right there
That's
with
the best
it.
part of
Yeah.
the show.
He probably stood up on his couch. when
That
he
was
went
what
there.
Kyrie did today. He sent me some messages and pictures, and
bet.
just because I'm curious, you know. But so that's what Kyrie did today.
Damn, son. He had a crazy day, yo.
He had a crazy
day, yo.
Yeah, he had a full day, bro.
eventful, you know.
Man, with
That's
the-
my guy right there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's keeping busy. He's keeping in shape. He's fighting crime. He's
Researching the vaccine.
He's still working on his mind,
fighting
keeping his
crime.
mind sharp. So when he comes back, like basketball IQ will be there. So that is how I deal with missing Kyrie. I need comedy. I need levity. So if you get butthurt about Rage and I's, like,
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to help you,
You
man.
said I laugh my pain away.
Jonathan said he's still getting paid for away games.
Of
Damn,
course.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
He is.
They
Yeah.
can't because they can't punt it. They can't. It can be a team decision, but the league and the team can't punish him for the away stuff. Like he's still available, so they still have to pay him for that.
He probably wanted to play, but you know how the team was like, nope.
No, I mean, which I get it. I get the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people are like, no, let him play. On the other hand, but I also get the.
Oh, that's a good segue though, Saint. It's a good segue. Let's talk about it. So Joe Harris, we know Joey Harris will not see Joe for a long time. I guess we'll probably be months before we see Joe
1
again.
to 2 months minimum.
Yeah, ankle surgery. So now that Joe is gone, do we activate away Kyrie? Do we sign somebody else? Tell me what was going on. What do we do? Do we make a move? Do we buy out? Make a move?
I still think we need size. I think we need a center.
Right.
So
You know, center.
any way that we can make that happen, I'm down.
I'm
How you
not
feel
too
about Claxton, though?
I'd say I get a true center.
A
true
true
about Claxton?
center.
I'm not too
Nah.
concerned
Nah.
about
Not
the.
like that. He's a switch big. He's not a true center.
And
Right,
he
right.
doesn't
Yeah,
turn-
yeah,
I mean, no, wait. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Don't.
He has the potential, bro.
He's not a true center. He's not a true
We
center.
do-
He's like a
He's a
gardish center. He's a gardish because he can switch 1 through 5.
Yeah,
and
he's a
then-
switch big.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do
he's a
need
switch
to
big.
put. I need to see some prayer hands for Joe
Yeah, pray
Harris.
for
Even
Joe,
if
bro.
you hate him
Pray
and
for
you
Joe.
want him gone, put the
Prayers for
prayer-
Joe.
put
Everybody
that
drop a
prayer
prayer.
emoji, like-
Praying hands for Joe right now.
net.
Praying hands
Pray for Joe.
Harris. Yeah. And I think about Joe, like it's like you can see, and even if we had Joe, if we just had Joe Clax in this game, my God, I couldn't even imagine.
Like
I'm not too concerned about the loss of his scoring, though. Honestly, I'm more concerned about
space.
Well,
Space
no,
in the
because
floor.
I mean,
Yeah, I would say that
with Patty Mills stepping up, the emergence of Cam Thomas, I'm feeling okay as far as the scoring's concerned. But I'm definitely more of like, if you're going to replace, you got to figure out what's going on between Blake and Millsap, because I don't know if that's just going to be a back and forth thing of like, which one's going to be good, which one's going to, are you going to just play the hot hand, which one's playing better? I would hope that they go to find something that could maybe solidify the 4 and 5 a little bit more. If you're going to get somebody else and you have the ability to upgrade in those positions, I would love to see it. If you're going to add another person.
I just seen some wild shit in the chat. Yo, Tricky, I take back about saying you one of the good ones, bro. That's crazy.
Tricky? I think Tricky, that earns a ban. Goodbye, Tricky.
Yo, that's crazy.
Nah, that's flagrant as hell, bro.
What the hell is wrong with you?
See, you can't just dumbass next.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. That other team
has to be
in
a
New
fake
York,
account.
bro.
That's Tricky,
That,
Nicky, bro.
that other team in New York, their fan base is crazy. They be spitting on people, bro.
But Tricky,
That's how we are. That's how they are sons.
He's been so cool though. Like what? That's weird. That's so left field.
Tricky been drinking tonight. That's probably the.
He's tight. He's tight and low. He's tight.
Bro.
He just
had good win.
L for you, Tricky.
That's really him,
L, bro. That ass.
L's for you,
damn, bro.
Took an L, bro. Just stop being
Joe,
he said
you don't joke about that.
You don't joke about someone burning.
emotional hours.
Maybe he's like imitating, the fans that dislike Joe because of the playoffs. Maybe he's like trying to imitate them.
He could have put that in air quotes. Or,
Where my mods, bro? Take him out of here. Where my mods in the chat?
I put him on timeout. I already did it.
All these new mods.
He needed timeout.
Yeah, Age, you're slipping on that, bro. You should have been right on that shit, dude. The hell, I'm over here producing the show. What are you doing, Age?
So say got 2 screens. Say got like 3-4 screens up, right?
Yeah, I do.
Somebody said Lil Ricky Licky.
Lil Ricky, I heard. Yeah, I seen that. I like that. That's a W comment right there.
Well, let's ignore him, man. No, let's talk about this. Though Shane brought it up. The Paul Mills, the conundrum with Paul Millsap, JJ, and Blake. That's the thing that Steve got to figure out. Chat, you guys can chime in. Who do you guys think should get the most minutes? How those minutes should be divided between? Because you look at our bench points: 2 points from Paul Millsap, 7 points for JJ, 6 from Bruce Brown, 0 from Javon, and 12 from Cam.
I can't even be mad at JJ right now. Like he's playing, but I do think he's situational.
JJ was the clutch tonight, baby.
He's situational. Yeah, he's situational.
He's very I'm happy with what he brings because the one thing I will give Nash credit is they have been using JJ perfectly. With the emergence because you have to notice a difference in his productivity, exactly, easy money, and his he looks like he's more in shape now compared to when he first came in.
Absolutely.
So they are using him perfectly. I have no complaints because he's doing a lot of things like Real Parody was saying, that some things that Paul Millsap does that just don't show up on the box score, the hustle, the extra tip pass, the extra hustle to the rebound, trying to keep the ball alive, setting those he sets those weird, he just runs up. He kind of runs like Dennis Rodman to me a little bit. And he runs up and he sets that screen and with that little shuffle pass he gives to somebody. So I'm not hating on him too much right now, but Paul Millsap and Blake Griffin, you got to figure out what you're expecting from them because I don't want to see Paul Millsap or Blake at the 5 at all. And I know which will help when Clax comes back. But my honest thing is, what does Blake look like back at the 4 and no more 5? That kind of is what I'm waiting to see when Clax comes back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Paul Millsap's defense is almost as bad as Blake's. Yes, he's not good. Did you see that Derrick Rose mix him like that? Oh my God, Derrick Rose
that was crazy, bro.
But did you see KD drop Randall and then pass it?
Yeah, KD dropped.
KD should have let that go right after that, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God, was still beautiful either way.
It was beautiful either way, but that would have been legendary, bro. That would have been legendary. Kyrie did Randall 2 years ago.
So it's it's not like we're losing anything with it's like Millsap is just he's like a rebounding version of Blake. That's what it is. He's the same. He does everything that Blake does, but just a little bit better at rebounding. He's a better rebounder than Blake is. So that's the only thing that we can take away from now. But with JJ, like I said, Saint put a good he is situational. So some nights JJ was gonna play, some nights JJ probably won't play. But we gotta figure out who we're gonna give the minutes to off the bench between Paul and Blake. I see a lot of people in the chat are saying Dayron. I know we want to see Dayron, we want to see Kessler, but unfortunately Nash is not, he's
and
not.
Who knows? Maybe there's gonna be because the one thing I've noticed, I think they're working these guys up to because obviously they've given Cam a shot. Now obviously that Harris is out, we need the scoring, so that kind of fast track that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see, Kessler and Sharp in the later end of the season when guys maybe are a little tired and start giving people run. I really think they're trying their best to get those guys kind of conditioned and ready for.
Because when Claxton comes back, we're probably not going to see one of those guys in the line. There's some of these minutes is going to drop when Claxton comes back. I don't know if it's going to be Blake Blake's out of the rotation, but
he's not even playing. So.
Or is it going to be JJ? Or I don't know.
I do think it's gonna. I don't know. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that one of those guys. I just can't. I almost get this feeling.
It's probably gonna be Millsap. I think it's gonna be Millsap.
I think so too.
It wouldn't surprise me if one of them got let go.
Yeah, because I like JJ and Claxton off the bench. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
JJ and Claxton off the bench. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what Nash does.
I think Carter's out of here too if we're trading anybody. That's my opinion.
My only thought of why they might keep Carter is just because of the loss of Kyrie.
Yeah.
And what if, say, Patty goes down? I don't know. I kind of feel like they may hold on to Carter just for protection possibility. Not that you want Carter being your point guard, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do hold on to Carter. But it's hard to say. I mean, because you could make the case for Carter to be gone. You could make the case for Blake to be gone. You could make the case for Paul Millsap to be gone. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of like you're kind of playing Russian roulette with that. Like, who's gonna go?
Yeah.
That's a tough call to make.
Yeah.
When we saw like what Steve Nash did tonight too he did a good job of staggering Harden and KD's minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we did see a lot of Harden with the second unit, KD by himself, Harden by himself, and then in the fourth quarter it was both of them in. So like he did a better job of that. And then I think he started the quarter with Harden. In the fourth quarter, he started the fourth quarter with Harden. Somebody said JJ's 3 on the fourth is so clutch. Yeah, that 3 was clutch. He had a couple of clutch moments. And y'all voted. He's last in the polls. Y'all put him last. Yeah. He's last right now.
I'm like, he's definitely an unsung hero. But I feel
they
like
put Patty Mills above him. They put Patty
Mills
above him.
Can I then remember what I said at the beginning? I said put all 3. I mean, because I honestly feel like Bembry, James, and Cam all did something great. I mean, Patty's Patty, but I feel like they all kind of stepped up like equally at the right time for the team.
I don't know when to end this poll because every time I go back, I'm about to end it. It's like Bembry goes up and then Cam Thomas goes up.
Yeah, I feel like Bembry goes up. You're looking for input and then making that decision. I think.
I just say it's a tie.
I say it's a tie.
Because Bembry and Cam would just keep going it just keeps going up.
That's why I said tie, bro. Because think about it. Bembry stepped up consistently throughout the game when you needed him. Cam came in, handled his business. James Johnson came in at the end and handled his business. Patty more consistently. So, I mean, they all did what you would expect them to do.
Yep.
And shout out to JJ too, like, because when because we know KD was going to hold for that last shot, but when he got doubled, I thought Harden was going to flash. I'm like, somebody's open. So I'm like, where are you, Harden? Like, I don't know where Harden was in that last minute, but JJ, thank God for JJ. He flashed that middle.
That was a good decision. That was a great decision to go right to the paint and make the refs make a call.
Because I knew the Knicks, the other team in New York, were going to not let KD take the last shot because they knew KD that last shot in the island.
They knew what time it was. They knew what time
They seen that Game 5 and Game 7. They remember that. They remember that Game 5, Game 7.
You know who he is.
The Bucks. Yeah, they know who he is. So they doubled him. And I thought Harden was going to take the last shot at first, but then JJ came out of nowhere. Like,
JJ's shot looked. I mean, it was like a beautiful swish. I was not expecting
cash money.
His shot kind of looked off. Like it looked like it was like it was like when you glitch in 2K and it's like that's what JJ's shot looked like. That 3. I was like, he made that.
Before that,
this shot looked like it glitched. It was
before that 3. I think we had like 14 threes before that or something like that consecutively.
10 straight threes
10 straight. Thank you. And I did not expect JJ to be the one to break that drought. So
shout out to him for making
shout out to
Bloodsport.
Shout out Bloodsport, man.
I was wondering if Bloodsport was gonna because for a minute there, I don't know if you remember if you were watching the game, he made the first 3 throw. And then you saw him yelling. It looked like he was talking to the bench. And I'm like, oh, they're going to have him clank this one. They're going to have him clank it. I wasn't sure if they were going to do that, but shout out for hitting both threes, man.
It was more both free throws for sure because they didn't have a timeout. So they'd have to chuck that. So I'm glad he made
that was risky. That was risky.
Yeah, that was if he would have missed that, that would have been super risky. But thank God.
Real Royal said JJ set the screen. Like I said, KD was when KD had, I think JJ set the screen early. But then they switched with KD, but KD had a good amount of time. Like it was like because he was wasting the clock.
Yeah, he was
like it was 1-on-1 for a minute because I thought KD was gonna get the last shot. It was like 1-on-1 for a minute. Cody's holding it, and then the double came. So it must have. I don't know if it was JJ's man. I don't know whose man it was, but whoever's man it was supposed to flash. So maybe it was JJ's man.
Facts.
Because it was the middle was still crowded. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell whose man it was.
Hey, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Isaac will drop the Discord link in the chat. If you are not in our Discord, it gets stupid. We have emotional people in there. We have fun time. We talk crap on each other, a lot of inappropriate stuff. Fun time. Smash the like button. Let's get us to 100 likes. There's 187 people in there. It should be 187 likes, please. Unless you don't like us, then I get it.
Probably the X fans was in there.
You know,
The other team
there's
was in there.
186 people
The X
watching.
fans was in
Please,
there.
you hit the like button and you subscribe. It really helps us out. Please.
Yeah, dunk on that like button like James Harden did tonight.
That's crazy. We don't have 100 likes for the next pack. That's how y'all doing tonight.
Right?
We should end this. We should end the stream.
We gave you this, and you.
We should end the stream, bro.
Yeah.
We have 100.
Y'all bougie as fuck. Like, hit the like button.
Come on, man. All that great Kyrie content I gave you.
the story
Kyrie. Look at that shit.
That's exclusive.
He got 6 tabs open right now. He got 6 tabs open. He got 6 screens on his. He got 2 monitors.
Yo, ESPN don't even got that footage, bro. That's crazy.
Working hard all day for this, you know.
Super chat alert from Easy Money OJ.
Okay.
Thank you for super chat. He said,
"Y'all think really OJ Simpson? You think this is OJ Simpson?
Hell no!
Oh hell no!
Imagine if it was OJ Simpson at home right now.
There's a reason why.
Let's just get Kemba Walker. Yeah, let's just
get right now. Right on for Harden right now.
They even on national TV said Kemba has arthritic knees. Like they just straight ruined his like on TV they ruined his stock. They're like, dude, he's got old arthritic knees.
I want to sign Kemba if he was a free agent.
Yeah, but here you can argue Blake has better knees than Kemba.
Yeah, Blake does have better knees.
You can argue he has better knees than Kemba.
He has better knees because Blake actually played a whole playoff series. I've yet to see Kemba play one play. Like he plays one game and then he's out for the series because of his knees. So, yeah. You can ask y'all questions, y'all, before we at Saint. Just put at Saint.
Let's see. We've talked about.
I'm gonna grab a
drink. Talked about JJ. We've talked about Blake. We've talked about Millsap. We've talked about Cam. Did we talk about Cam enough?
Yeah.
All right. We gave KD Harden definitely got his play. LA did his thing defensively. Millsap, I think, Patty was kind of just consistent. He gave you some good minutes, good points. He hit a couple like that to Patty. I will say this about Patty because I know we didn't say it. Him coming right out of the third quarter, the beginning out right after the half, hit two threes, and then had 2 steals back to back.
He hit those threes quick as hell too.
Yeah,
like it was just after commercial. I'm like, oh, he hit a 3.
Yeah, and then he hit another one, and then he had 2 quick steals, which were pretty money. Bembry, H says talk about Bembry more. I like his energy, man.
He was a dog.
His energy is what I never thought somebody would kind of outshine Bruce Brown with his energy. Even low key, Bruce Brown came in 12 minutes, had 6 points and 3 rebounds. And I honestly watched the whole game, and I must have looked away every time he came in and didn't even see him.
No, Bruce had his energy. He had his energetic moments too. Like, even if anything, he was cleanup for Bembry too. Like I like whenever someone missed, he was on the cleanup going up.
Exactly. I love how that Nash put Bruce Brown in at the defensive possessions last minute. Yeah. I loved how he's putting them. That's good coaching. Put your best defensive players when we need to stop. Put your best put Bembry, Brown, JJ, put them all in. And your best defense in.
Let me ask you this question: Next season, Bembry's a free agent. Bruce Brown's a free agent. I think Bembry would be easier to keep unless he just fucking balls out the rest of the year and people are like, well, I need Bembry on my team.
I feel like he's going to want Brad.
Who you keeping? Because I think it's almost redundant to have both, honestly. If you had to re-sign one of them, who you keeping?
Yeah, that's tough.
But you about to start another war, Saint.
No, I don't listen. I think people like Bruce Brown and then people like Bembry, but I don't think people are on that kind of like. It's not like I'm asking you to re-sign KD or Harden. That's not what I'm asking you. I think people.
Well, put it this way. I think that job gets easier if we either win a ring or have a incredibly deep run in the playoffs. Because now we get to say, hey, look what we did this year. We either were like, hey, we won or we almost got there. Just signed this little deal. Let's just try to win another one. Like try to entice them of saying like, hey, let's just run it back. And I think
it would be redundant though to bring both of them back, in my opinion.
We don't got. He's got to take a team. If he wants to stay, it depends. It depends on how he's feeling. If he wants more, if a team offers him more bread, he's gonna leave.
I think Bruce Brown is probably at the point that he wants more of a consistent multi-year deal, and I think Bembry is.
But we have his rights. That's why we can pay. We can pay Bruce more. We can pay Bruce. We can go over the cap with Bruce. But with Bembry, if he wants like a good amount of bread, we can't give him that. We're already like strapped with the money.
Jonathan,
here's the thing too.
Oh, go on. No, go for it, brother. No, finish it.
I was gonna say it's like. Because put it this way, let's be honest, Bembry is not worth a non-guaranteed deal. In fact, and that's disrespectful to Bembry.
No.
That's disrespectful to him.
He's worth a lot more.
The money that we are paying him and what he's brought just so far within the 20 games is
on a non-guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I initially, before I ever watched him play, and at the beginning of the season, thought he may get let go. Was because it was a non-guarantee. And that's why I said what I said about Bembry. I didn't even say Bembry sucks, Bembry's trash. I just didn't know anything about Bembry. And I was like, he's on a non-guarantee. If we're going to keep one of the guys we traded for, I would think Bembry would have gotten cut. But, glad that didn't happen. Glad I wasn't the GM for that one. But here's our first question is, you think Nash is telling Harden to be more aggressive on offense, or is he just deferring to let Harden judge?
I think they said that before the game because they said they asked Nash that, and Nash said he didn't tell Harden anything. But the crazy part is, I did listen to a little bit of Reggie Miller, and
I
think it was Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller gave
He said he
gave Harden the best pep talk of all. Reggie Miller became a coach.
Well, Reggie Miller
start coaching Reggie.
What Reggie Miller said was so point on. It was crazy. Like I was
like Reggie said he didn't say much.
Actually said that to him.
Did he say that to him?
Yeah,
he said that he looked at Harden's eye and said that.
I didn't know that.
What is it that he said? Can you?
He said that. Well, it was off the comment that Harden said that of last game of he didn't know whether to facilitate or to be like attacking, and he was like, "Dude, you shouldn't even like think first to facilitate. You do you like you go attack, and then things will open up, and then you facilitate. Like, don't worry about being passed first. Like, do you." And that's what he did. And
I think the quote was, he's like, yo, he said, you remember that you're James Harden. He's like, stop all the games. He looked at Harden, and he's like, yo, remember you MVP Harden. He's like, you're James Harden.
And that's not anybody telling. That's Reggie Miller telling it. Like, that's Reggie Miller.
You need another goat to tell another goat like some shit like that.
Facts.
Hey, wake the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you're James. He's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you're James Harden.
You Harden, bro. Like, why?
He was like,
he said, you don't have to decide. You're James Harden.
Yeah, he's like, you don't have to be facilitating. And then like, I remember, I think James Harden hit like, I think it was the second three that he looked like right at Reggie.
Yeah,
Reggie said, Reggie was talking about how like he was like, if you're an MVP, like you adjust and stuff like that. He was talking facts like at the beginning, the whole
absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have to acknowledge this one because that block Bembry had looked like a volleyball spike. Like, when the volleyball guy and he kind of gets into that V shape and then just fucking bam.
You know what's crazy? I just clocked it, right? If Reggie never gave that speech to Harden, he probably would have had a bad game.
I'm surprised Nash didn't say nothing, bro. Like, they asked Nash, like, did you say anything to Harden? He was like, no, he's just a great player.
Ain't it just funny? Reggie Miller was one of the reasons the Knicks lost again.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, think about it.
And with Spike Lee in attendance.
That's pretty good.
You know Reggie's on our side. He don't like to
yeah.
that other team. Reggie don't like. You don't.
Well, you can definitely tell Reggie was given more props to us than the other announcer. The other announcer, he came all and said, "Hey, if you have any questions, just do @Saint. If you got any questions."
Reggie hates the Knicks. That's why he told Harden to do what he do. He's like, bro,
shout out
get these bum-ass Knicks out of here.
Easy money, OJ Simpson here said he'd rather have Reggie Miller head coach.
All right, yeah.
Sorry.
Reggie Miller will be fire on the staff.
I'm just playing easy money. I'm playing.
Yeah. I like because some games Reggie be like, I'd be like, yeah, but some games I actually listen to what he has to say. But because usually I put these national broadcasts on mute, I just watch it on mute. But I like when Reggie does it. Sometimes I do.
You know what's crazy saying like putting the broadcast on mute. I muted the game today and just played straight New York hip hop.
That's fire. That's a fire. This is a fire game to watch. Like just on mute. You could watch this game on mute. Not gonna lie.
Hey, dude. Last night I finished the second season of the Wu-Tang show, dude.
You went that fast? I think you just started.
Dude, I'm off work with an injury, so I'm like sitting in my bed. The kids are at school, so I'm like watching this, and like all day I'm like thinking about how I can turn us all into like the Wu-Tang, like the Wu Nets. Like I was thinking, like I gave remember Willie in the Discord, I gave him a name, Willa Killer. Like
he said
that's why he changed his name.
I called him Will Killer.
Will Killer.
Okay.
Dude, are you talking about William Mo? Was it William M?
William? No, his name was Willie the Wanker, but he changed his name to Willie. So I called him Will Killer.
That's a way better name than what that was.
Yeah, exactly.
Willie the Wanker.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, dude.
That's a fire series. Yeah, I finished it too. It's fire. The Wu-Tang series is fire. Shout out to Wu-Tang.
I ordered because I recently bought a record player and I've been buying like all this old school shit. And I just last night I bought the first like Enter the 30s. I got that shit on vinyl. I'm gonna have fun with that.
I hope all is well.
Is that the special one with the record? Like, is like the Wu-Tang symbol and shit? Is that or is
I think the record is yellow because if you like records, they have a website called Discogs, like DISCOG, and it'll literally show it'll show like if you pick the Wu-Tang record, it will show you every version that's been released since the beginning. And like beginning, like very first Wu-Tang albums were going for like thousands of dollars. So you dip down and you can find later years where they did special releases that like the whole LP's like yellow with the black circle in the middle with the Wu-Tang on it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this game's not
Any other questions, y'all? Anybody got any other questions? Just throw them out. I mean, besides this, I mean,
I think we should just be toxic on the Knicks for the rest of the stream. I think we should just settle for that.
Yup.
I'm all for Knicks slander. I'm all for Knicks.
So when is our I got a question. When is let's see, when's our next game?
December 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, we got
Damn, what's up with these ridiculous no, this is crazy. Why do we have these ridiculous long
Either the second or the third?
Damn, we have to wait all the way till the third for a game? What?
Well, Saint here, I'm grateful we got breaks instead of that. Every other game was a back-to-back last year. I'm thankful. Bro.
Amen to that. Yup.
Yeah, that's true. Give them a break because I have a question after I'll bring up a question after this one. It says, Saint, can we pick up Luke Walton? I feel Nash needs some veteran coach on his side.
Oh my.
I'm okay on Luke Walton. He's not terrible, but he's not like the greatest coach in the world. I mean, I think it wouldn't really change much anyways. But my question is, and now I'm like brain farting. The usage. Is anybody concerned about the usage that James Harden and KD are going to get? So I could see that because literally this game, we played a game 2 days ago, and then we also had a 2-day game before that. Now we have all the way till the 3rd. I do agree it's very helpful to let these guys rest. I think it's great. But is anybody concerned with the usage? Because Steve Nash came out and actually read a quote that said, because somebody asked him about, are you concerned about KD's game usage? And he literally said, well, it's either I play him less and we lose more, or I play him. Those are literally like Nash's words. Like, hey, like if I play him less, we lose more. So
I mean, like,
are we concerned a little bit? I mean,
that's what Nash
said. Really, I think
Nash
they're
straight
both,
up answered that question by saying,
I think they're both going to play.
Yeah,
they're both going to play like probably the average usage, maybe like 32, like him and
no, but they haven't been though, bro. They've been pushing.
I don't know what their usage rate has been. 40.
Let me look up what their averages in, but they've been pushing closer to the
like minimum 35 for sure.
Yeah, like mid to late 30s.
That's high.
Yeah,
mid to late 30s is high.
Well,
then that is high. Then that is pretty high.
I will put this point out. Harden didn't have a game like this before Nash said that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You gotta point that out. So if Harden comes back to form, I do see that usage rate dropping down.
Yeah.
But it depends on who you bring in with Harden, though, because that is the only issue we have with Harris being out. I mean, because you saw what Nash did today. Is every time KD went out, Cam went out,
right?
And every time in that first 2 quarters, and every time KD came in, Cam came in. It seemed like. So it depends on who he stacks with him. And right now you've got Patty Mills starting, so that's the other thing, though. Who else is like, especially if you sit Harden. You're going to have to stagger then, maybe it is the KD Cam thing. And then when KD Cam come in, it's Patty and Harden, because I kind of noticed that a little bit. Like that kind of works. That at least gives you a superstar and somebody that can score other than them. So that's a good balance. Khalil 2025, good question. Will Houston will listen to offers for Christian Wood? Should we get involved? I mean, it would be nice, but what the hell could we? What's his
contract looking like? That's what I was saying. Because
but then my question is, what could we really?
Millsap, Carter, package them up, out.
Nah, but here to get Christian Wood, you're gonna have to. Clax will be involved.
Christian Wood is making 13. No, but Christian Wood is making $13 million a year. So you got to look at So let's look at real quick. I'm just going to walk through this.
Let me find out. Let me fire up the ESPN.
Nets contract.
Let me get a trade machine too while you're at it.
Okay, so our current contracts, though, so you got James Harden, obviously the big three out the question. Joe Harris is hurt. That's gone. The next person that even makes remotely close anywhere would be Patty Mills at a damn near $6 million. Bruce Bowen is 4.7, so you could eat up half of that. Then you have Javon Carter at 3.6. Maybe you could move him in there. But then below Javon, it's all 2.6 for LA. Blake is 2.6. James Johnson. We still have Edmund Sumner, but we still have some of these guys on our but Bembry's only making 1.6. Claxton's 1.7. So that's a tough one to pull off for us, because you would have to package some together. Like, I will say this. You could make the trade, but if we took on more money, just realize what that tax hit's going to be, because we've already figured out, like, say they do. Well, we'll just say this. Say they take Javon Carter 3.6 and they get rid of Bruce Brown, right? That's $7-8 million. That's still like $5 million. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still $3 million you've got to make up. Now, that hit to the tax is going to be somewhere around $20 million. If I'm kind of gauging it in my mind, it's still going to be a double-digit tax hit for us to take him on and that extra money. So, I mean, you could do it, but you'd have to get extremely creative for it not to affect us.
Yeah, we have no assets at the moment. If Joe was healthy, I'll probably say Joe.
Let me ask
you. I'll throw him in there, but no, we don't have the assets at the moment.
Let me ask y'all something. Do you think Sean Marks is entertaining Kyrie trades?
You know what?
Jude, that goes for you too.
No, I mean somebody. Okay, so the report came out a long time ago that teams have been calling, but the Nets have not been entertaining any trades, and that was exactly. AJ said Christian Wood too expensive, and that's my whole point. Way too expensive for us.
I didn't know he was that
getting involved. But
real parody. What you asked?
Then would you? He asked if are the Nets entertaining any Kyrie trades, or should they? And I said the only report that's come out, and especially Jay from Brooklyn has brought this up quite a bit, is that the Nets people have called the Nets about Kyrie, but they're not entertaining anything seriously. Whether there's more than that, who the hell knows? But I mean, just from all of the reports from either what Nash has said, players have said, owners have said. I mean, the most recent one was Joe Tsai's wife said she loves Kyrie and can't wait to see him back. Loves him. So I'm not getting the feeling that they're in that market at the moment. And now come trade deadline, come that time, who knows? Does that change if Kyrie has not given any indication? Who knows? But at the very moment, I doubt they're even really considering it. I think they're going to be. Oh, and that's the other thing. Bembry even said it in his last interview. He said that everybody's being extremely patient with Kyrie. And I think that's where the Nets are with Kyrie, is that they are going to be very patient with him till the very last minute of making any decision because they want him back. And we all do know that if Kyrie was on this team right now, I mean,
destruction.
It would just be it would be unbelievable. Like, we're already having the best start in Nets history.
Yep.
Whether we're winning against good teams or bad teams, we're having the best start in Nets history. Now, if you add Kyrie to that from the get-go, who the hell knows what our schedule? I mean, what are we?
Probably looking like the Warriors right now.
Yeah, like do we have a record like the Warriors?
I mean, lose 2 times. Yeah.
So I don't know. That's where I think the reality is on the Kyrie situation is that they are going to be very patient with him till the very, very last minute. If there even is a mark. Yeah, what did AJ said? Sean's mark is listening, but not entertaining. Kyrie doesn't have a lot of offers from teams. Anyways, a lot of teams do not want him. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's a very true thing as well. So, like I said,
on that.
Even if like Kyrie was a rental, I really could see, like, obviously we don't want Ben Simmons, but like Philly, like even if he was a rental, like if I was Philly, I would still grab him because you could still like, you might fuck around and win a championship. You said what?
Do rentals even exist in NBA?
I mean, he could go the next one, but like, bro, if he stayed for you, like you can fuck around and really try at the championship if you had him for a year with Joel. I would take it, even if he was gonna leave the next year or the year after that. I would still, but you don't want Ben Simmons though.
If you don't want Ben Simmons, here is the reality situation with the Nets. For trading or picking up anybody, including Kyrie. Because of the numbers, because of where we are with the tax hit and getting anybody, that's one factor. Anybody we bring on with any significant contract is going to make our tax bill ridiculous even more than it already is. 2, if you look at the assets that we have very little assets to move. Even if we use our trade exemptions, makes our taxes go through the roof. The Kyrie thing is the only thing. Trading Kyrie is really the only way you could get anything of value and make the money work. Facts. And nobody really knows where that market is. At the moment, it's probably not a great market. Closer to the deadline, who knows? Maybe things change in that realm. You don't know. If we are going to get better, and we don't trade Kyrie, it's going to happen through the buyout market again. But then again, buyout market, unless you can offer, I don't know how the money works again on that, but that's even another issue. Last year we had more money to offer some people at a buyout market, but the hit to us wasn't bad. That's different this year, even more. So we don't have a lot of ways to improve ourselves. I think people have to lower their expectations of what we could get. And the only way that you could drastically improve your team is by trading Kyrie, which I don't think is going to happen. So I think we're kind of where we're at and kind of have to work with what we got and hope that some of the Kessler and Sharp can help improve our team later on. I mean, that's just the reality where I see it right now as far as trades are concerned. But Sean is, Sean is sneaky.
Yeah.
You never know.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know what
Sean,
he's up to.
You never know.
I agree. I mean, you never know what Sean Marks is up to.
And I respect that about him. Like, he keeps everything on the down low. Like, of course he has Nets Nations up in arms. Like, we going crazy as something like the worst, the best, or whatever. But like, until Sean speaks, nothing is confirmed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that he keeps everything on the down low.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat putting up like Clax for a big name. Like y'all gotta understand how trades work. Trades, you gotta match up contracts.
Yeah,
Clax is
value
getting paid
now.
like 2 point whatever million. You gotta match up contracts.
Cam's making more than Clax right now, so
like that. You gotta match up.
I'm telling you, bro. Cam's near making like Blake Griffin, bro.
He's a first round. That's how. Yeah, he's an early first round.
Hey, but let me ask you, Pretty Tone 10377. Do you guys think in some ways we should have maybe taken Kuzma and Harrell? Because you're seeing what the Wizards are getting out of him. I'm not saying.
I'm gonna be honest. If you've seen that pink sweater Kuzma came in, if you think I was gonna allow someone to walk in like that on my team, you're not.
That brings bad energy.
I bet you him and Harden would be trying to outdo each other in the walk-ins.
We don't want that.
We don't need that. Not only do we not want that, we don't need that.
You could knock Kuzma.
He was a good piece on the Lakers when they won.
But James, you've seen James Harden wear some shit.
Joey D know what's up. He said can't just trade Clax for AD.
That's
the trades I'm seeing in the chat. I'm like, y'all.
Let's just trade.
Like y'all don't play the trade
Clax.
Y'all play 2K? Like, do you guys play 2K?
Let's trade Clax for
LeBron.
Let's trade Claxton for like
Nikola Jokic. Contracts and value when it comes to
value and contracts. It's like it doesn't work. Like you can't just trade somebody for like a big name. Like,
that's what trade machines are for, guys.
Yeah, you gotta use a trade machine.
Like I'm just gonna bring up some real quick before you go on. But go for it, AJ.
I was gonna say I want a Kuzma because we don't have no wings. We don't have no wing we have no wings like that. Wing defender and the wing I want a wing. So
yeah, Kuzma, but that's why I'm saying low key. Like think about those two individuals right now. Like,
would you replace? Yeah, we think about Kuzma as a wing and then Harrell as like Paul Millsap's replacement or something.
But think about Harrell would be outplaying Blake and Paul Millsap.
Yeah, exactly. Harrell for
so I mean, low key. I know people were talking a lot of shit, but I'm sorry, I'm starting Harrell over those two. I'd be happy with that. He'd be our starter, and Kuzma being a 3 and D guy to some degree. Like, come on, like you can't tell me you wouldn't take those guys over a couple of our players that we have right now. Like, there's just no way. That is a fair question. I think that's a great question to ask because
and they're young.
Hey, I do have to just to go back at Chubbs for the sweater thing. I just want to remind you of some of Harden's great
outerwear.
Okay, so
you should have brought
that shit looks like tinfoil, bro. Like
he had worse.
Okay,
man,
worse.
But I mean, come on, bro. What the fuck?
That's not even fair.
This was a terrible time.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
James Harden, bro, but you can't like.
Nah, the pink shorts, you had to go for that one.
Somebody should have slapped Harden that one. To keep it fair, look up Kuzma's outfits.
Facts.
Oh yeah,
bring up that. Bring up the. Remember the Claxton outfit that you like?
Don't do the pink sweater either. He
has the glasses.
Where's the Harden wilding, bro? He's one of the most wilding. Like he has some of the most wild outfits, the most like out of pocket outfits. But sometimes he be dripping though, so it's weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes he be
up there too, though.
I'm just saying,
West shorts was bad, bro. That was a bad look.
Some of these, I will.
And then his thighs is thick, so it's like, bro, don't wear shorts.
Kuzma put something on. I don't. He put some stuff on.
We're just gonna pass over there.
Pass over what?
Yeah, Kuzma does
nothing,
some shit.
He said, "No, AJ."
Oh, yeah, his thighs were thick. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm like, bro, if you thick, bro, don't wear shorts, bro. Like that's just that don't go together.
Go back to that picture, Saint. It was pink glittery. Like I'm not jacking that, bro.
That shit.
It was like glistening.
I don't know
like it looked like some Barbie pink.
I'll pull it back up. Give me one second.
How does your mind like?
Should have slapped him that more.
How you go into your closet?
Yeah, this looks like glistening.
Dude, look at that. Like you have the sweatshirt is one texture.
I don't like how he's looking at me either. Don't look at me like that.
How he looking at you, bro?
Y'all know how y'all like get y'all clothes together and stuff like that.
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that, bro. Don't ever look at me like that.
Don't ever look at me with those type of shorts on.
Real royal talking about that's drippy.
Now imagine wait a minute. Imagine Harden walking in like that next to this.
Oh nah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Kuzma pound for pound number one. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck is that?
There it is.
But why though?
I bet you Harden is practical. What is that?
I bet you that sweater's warm during the wintertime, dude. That'd be great for New York, bro.
But why the sleeves though?
Said at least Harden's legs are moisturized. No,
wow.
Don't you come for my bro, KD? Don't you?
That's crazy.
Harden had on tube socks with that pink outfit, bro. He had on white tube socks. That's not
look
okay.
at me like. Don't look at me.
At least wear black socks.
Don't look at me like that. Oh my God.
I mean, here I got one more because I'm just saying, like, you can't like sometimes James be wearing some fire shit. But sometimes,
he got
okay,
yeah, he could be wearing fire shit sometimes.
Okay, so this one I have to play. I mean, this one is like, come on, dude. This has got some very.
It's the Claxton one.
Oh no, this is a Harden one. This one kind of got me dead a little bit here. I'm not even gonna lie. This one's kind of like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, helmet's cool.
Leather? Are those spandex or is that leather?
Cool, but then leather. He has this thing about shorts, bro.
You said the helmet.
He has on church shoes.
Oh hell yeah, that's an old like biker helmet with the
spandex or leather?
He literally has on church socks and church shoes, bro.
My son got he got the velvet. He got the velvet church shoes. Look at that.
Look at his style,
bro. That's crazy.
No, it's literally Chubbs. You know what the church socks, the material, right?
The church socks.
Get them
bro, that man got on church socks.
I'm just saying.
With church shoes,
that's crazy.
I would take this.
The denim vest.
Okay. Did he ride a motorcycle?
That's what I'm saying. Is he a biker though? Like why?
Even when he's dressing like this.
Look at that. I can't do that. I can't do
that. And he looking at the camera like
he's looking at the camera, bro.
Hey, real quick.
Yo, AJ. Yo, AJ.
That's what he sound like. That's what he sound like.
Really looking at the camera. He feels cute, bro. Like he feel clean. Like he
feel like he the shit. He feel like he the shit.
Like, that's crazy.
Leave that picture.
Okay, so I mean, again, back to my question. Even if he had really bad outfits, yes, but so does
Kuzma?
James Harden. Yes,
Kyrie
has bad outfits, but so does James Harden. Love the man.
I like Kyrie's drip. I like KD's drip. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this: who would you rather keep on the net? Like who on this Nets team right now would you trade for? Even forget contracts, but if you had to replace two people with Kuzma and Harrell, and we would be straight, who would you? I mean, think about that. You could get rid of Millsap, put Harrell in there. We're straight. You could get rid of
Carter
and bring in fucking Kuzma. We're straight. Like we could have had those. I'm just saying we could have had those at an offer at the beginning. And I remember everybody in Nets Nation was like, no. And it's like, dude, yes.
I want Kuzma.
Yeah, Kuzma's trash. No,
I don't want Kuzma. He's trash.
I kind of don't want Kuzma either, to be honest, but I see where you're going.
But see, that's the problem, though, is a lot of people didn't watch the Lakers.
He's having a good year so far, though.
Before James LeBron got there, because the Lakers were trash, and not a lot of people watched them. Yeah. I, living in LA, did get to see a lot of that earlier Laker team when these guys got drafted by.
Kuzma's good, yeah.
Kuzma's not trash. He's not like he's. Yes,
I'm not saying he's all-star, but he's like I said, what we need for this team, somebody that can come off the bench and hit threes and can lock up. And he's like 6'9".
Yes. Look at Kuzma's stats right now and Harrell's stats right now, and tell me you wouldn't want at least
I'll take Harrell
a potential of those on this team right now in replacing Millsap or somebody like Carter. Like Harrell would do it in a second.
Harrell's a dog. I'll definitely take Harrell for sure.
Yes, Kuzma plays defense too. So
that's why the Lakers defense is trash now, because he's the reason why the Lakers defense was number one last year.
They were number one.
Yeah, they were number one defense last year. Kuzma
was the reason they won. One of the big reasons they won a championship.
Because I will not let you do this, bro. I have no. Hold
what
on.
Happened?
Hold on.
What happened?
I just found something. Hold on.
I feel like I know what you're going to bring up.
It's a school night. You still got to chill.
I just saw something. I gotta share this.
Kuzma?
Yes, it's Kuzma. Hold on.
Yo, this game is really good.
I'm telling you,
watching this?
number one,
crazy.
I just saw something insane.
I mean, you knew this game was gonna be good, and you know what I'm saying. Top two West teams going at it.
I mean, right now Kuzma's averaging.
Kuzma
is averaging 13.4 points. He's shooting 42%. He's shooting 35% from three. He's averaging 9 rebounds a game, almost 3 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.6 blocks. So that's, I mean, that you're telling me you wouldn't want that over.
That's not bad.
Millsap.
No, see, saying it's funny.
How many points is he averaging?
I just shared something.
About 13, almost 14.
No, saying go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah, one second. Let me finish this. And right now, Montrezl Harrell is averaging 16 points a game at 64% field goal, 28.6 from three. He's averaging 8.3 rebounds a game, 2 points. I had that up earlier.
He had that up.
Yeah, 0.6 and 0.7 blocks. So like add that to the defense we already have. I mean, come on, bro. That would be we could have had that. And people were like, dead no, they're all trash, they're horrible. And it's like, okay, well, look at what some of the things we got now, and you're telling me you would not have been okay with that. But hey, it is what it is.
I'm still sad about Jeff Green leaving. We could have definitely kept Jeff Green.
Yeah, that broke my heart.
That hurt. That hurt.
I heard Jeff Green's not playing that great right now. Is that true?
Yeah, because like they don't know how to use him. They don't know how to use him exactly, bro. Like he was flourishing with us last year, bro.
I don't think he dunked once on the Nuggets yet.
Nah, bro, not at all. He's done shit.
I hope he even dunked once.
If Steph don't score more than 27, KD's gonna take the lead. I think KD's gonna take the lead.
It's a crazy game right now.
It's like literally every game is like Steph, KD.
Last time I checked, Steph was 3 for 17. How's he doing now?
I don't know.
Damn, they lost Devin Booker in the Phoenix.
This is a crazy game. Yo, dead ass, bro. CP3's holding it down, honestly.
Devin Booker went down with a hamstring.
Damn, Steph only got 11 points.
Y'all see Cheese out there though, getting minutes? My boy Cheese.
Okay.
How about Taco Fall?
Boy right there, yo.
Cheese.
Look at Cheese, bro. Cheese. That ass.
We don't need Taco Fall, but I hear
hey, yo,
you.
bring back Cheese right now. It's like
facts, Aaron. I do want him to get the scoring title. I do want KD.
Hey, I saw somebody post this earlier. Say John Wall gets bought out.
No.
Would you
No.
On a buyout? On a cheap-ass buyout?
Nope.
No.
His money's too, isn't his money crazy?
No, they would buy him
His
out.
knees is crazy.
his knees is
Like how many years is on his contract?
But
0.
They're working toward it. They're working.
This man said his knees is crazy.
He ain't gonna have no years on this contract. That boy.
I'm just throwing a question out there. People are
saying trade him for trade Kyrie for John. I remember.
Yeah.
The contracts are like the same. They got like the same.
Somebody brought up the question earlier in one of the chats. Just said, "Hey, if he gets bought out, would you pick him up?" That's the question. So that's why
them knees say no.
Give me Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio.
Yo,
we
for real.
We got too many guys with.
Ooh, what if you had to choose between Kemba Walker and John Wall though?
Kemba Walker.
Of course.
You took Kemba Walker?
I'm taking John Wall.
One of them.
I'm taking John Wall.
I'll take one-legged Kemba Walker over John Wall.
I'm taking John Wall.
I'm
He can
taking
play
John
make.
Wall.
John Wall can't even shoot.
At the moment, he's a way.
We don't need him to shoot.
Hey, but shout out to Obs. Obs said John can't be worse than Javon, y'all.
Give me Javon. I'm playing.
Julian,
I mean, think about it. Give me John Wall. This is a shot. This is a great point.
Yo, facts.
John Wall.
What's going on with him?
You're telling me you wouldn't take John Wall over Javon Carter? Are you fucking?
I would.
Which one of y'all smoked weed tonight?
I would take him over Javon.
I'd take him over.
But John Wall, I really don't want.
Are you guys still doing this? Are you still?
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
oh hell yeah, Knicks pack all day, baby. Yes sir.
That pack's still in.
I mean that other team in New York. My bad.
I mean, Obs has. That's a good question. I mean, that's a great point. I mean, this is why I asked these questions, y'all, because we could have had Kuzma and Harrell, and then say you had an option of getting John Wall and then dumping Carter. You're telling me you wouldn't do that shit? Like, come on. You got to think smart. I know the initial questions sound ridiculous, but in hindsight, these things would be better. Oh, I wish I love guy. I'm not saying trade Kyrie for Brandon Ingram, but I like Brandon Ingram. I've always liked his game.
I would love Brandon Ingram.
I love this dude. He low key.
I think he would come off the bench though.
He's like, but he reminds me of KD. I don't know why. I've always loved his game. I felt like the Lakers fucked up letting him go.
I think KD even compared, like he said Ingram is the closest thing to him, like as far as play style, not like skill wise.
Hey, I'm just saying again,
Ingram.
people are like saying John Wall is an old Westbrook. Again, now let me ask you the question because Obs brought it up. Are you telling me you would want Javon Carter over John Wall? Just
nah. I'll take John Wall.
I don't care about his stats. I don't care about anything. You're telling me you would take Javon Carter over Wall at this point?
You gotta.
We would have to give up Kyrie.
I'll take Wall over Carter.
Yeah, I'm just if he was on a buyout.
Off a buyout.
Oh, off a buyout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because there was conversations that there may be in Houston, maybe in talks with a buyout at some point. It's not going to happen right now, but it's a very likely possibility.
See what his contract is.
John Wall made it known that he wants to play this season, and Rockets ain't playing him.
Yeah. So
he got 1 year, $47 million. Jesus.
Yeah, but nobody is going to trade for him, and Houston is not it doesn't look like they're in any rush to play him if at all. I mean,
they got to pay him 44 this year, and then next year it's 47, and then that's his contract.
If you were smart, you would get a buyout, my man. I know you don't want to give up that money,
But here, would you do you want John Wall or Tristan Thompson on the buyout?
Because I think
Tristan Thompson. I would take
I don't think John Wall's getting bought out, y'all.
Because right now, I don't know if we can get both because we got to cut 2 people from the team.
But it depends on. Money. I mean, listen. It depends on. Wall is in a position where he don't need money. He does not need money. He's made plenty of money in his career. He doesn't need money. I don't think the Rockets are going to play him, and it looks like they're willing to just let him sit there. The buyout will have to be something significant for. Wall may want to play more than he wants to get, 80, 90 million over 2 years. That is a very big possibility. He may be willing to take a nice cut to get out and go play for somebody cheap.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'd go for Tristan over Wall. But
if
we manage, I don't know, because we just can't get both.
How much was Blake's buyout? Because I think Blake had the biggest buyout in history.
60-something million, yeah.
Or was that okay? So if Blake's buyout was that much, then I can see. And then John Wall might get both because 40 million. 47 million
he's not going to get. But even then, in the beginning, people were saying he wasn't going to get bought out.
Yeah, because 47 million. Jeez, 44 this year and then 47 next year is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But all right, if you ain't got any other questions, I have a feeling AJ wants to do them last words.
Yeah,
do we want to let?
I'm watching the Suns game now.
Do we want to let Chubbs have the final words at the end? Do we want to keep that going? The Chubbs final words.
Yeah, you can have those final words, Chubbs.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, I hate the fact that I have to wait till December 3rd to watch another fucking game, but it is what it is. I'm sure I'll be doing plenty of what's Kyrie doing in the meantime. But hey, I don't care if it's a 1-point win or a 20-point win. I don't want to say we whooped on them, but we still got to smoke the Knicks pack tonight. So I'm happy about that.
Yes, sir.
I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I have not felt that nervousness at the end of a game like that in a long time. So it was kind of cool. It was nice to see. I like the New York rivalry, so I'm okay with that shit. And it was good. We came out on top. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, I hope you have a good night. Turn out the lights. See you next game. But yeah, man, I ain't got no issues today. I didn't really have any issues to complain about people.
More.
So those are my final words.
You can go ahead next. Real parody.
Shout out James Harden because he played a game, especially after the last game. And last game, I kind of want to say my piece on James Harden. Last game is probably one of the worst performances I've seen James Harden play. Last game. Mm-hmm. But today, hats off to James Harden. He showed off who he is once again. Great game by him. KD did not have an off game. He just shot poorly in the second half, but showed who he was in the second half where it matters. Again, we delivered the W to that other team and that in New York, so I'm happy. I'm happy tonight. Nothing's taken away that good smile on my face.
Julian.
What are you doing,
Shout out.
Julian?
I was drinking some.
I heard a
AJ, why you made that face?
Swallow. I heard a
AJ, why you made that face?
You say yeah.
Right, you heard that, didn't you?
I was drinking. I was drinking some. But look, shout out.
What you sipping?
Shout out,
bro?
You know, shout out James Harden.
Okay.
You know, he's been struggling. He's had like 4 or 5 other good games during the season. You know, it hasn't been all bad, but he's been struggling this season, and it's okay. You know, and we have to. And if he has another bad game, we gonna say like, "Oh, you had a bad." But it's important that we pick him up. You know, the people in the chat that was trying to downplay his game that he had today, and he had an amazing game today. He's probably the biggest reason that we won. You know, so as far as tonight, so give a man his credit. You know, he was 2 rebounds away from a triple-double or 2 assists, whatever. And KD shot bad, you know, in general, but especially to his standards, he's the most efficient scorer in this whole league. So, but other than that, you know, he still had 10 assists and 5 rebounds. So, you know, good win. It was a little closer. You know, we let go of the lead. It is what it is. But we won, though, at the end of the day. You know, it's still it's 4-0 because we played them 3 times last season. So it's 4-0 now. I mean, they will always be our children, you know. So always, you know, they're our children. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, but good job. You know, y'all got close, but it's gonna be another season sweep. And I pray that they don't catch us in the first round. I would just feel bad about that, you know. I would just feel bad that they would have to get bent over like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
You know, I would honestly feel like, you know, I don't want to binge all over in front of y'all home crowd. You know, don't spit on us, y'all. Don't spit on us, y'all. If we play each other, don't spit on us, please. You know,
that's crazy.
Don't make signs about KD Baldwin. You know, please don't do that when you get mad. And you know
they will.
They may be giving out free lotion that night. You never know.
Yo, that's
crazy.
I'm just saying.
If they do that, that's bad disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, they might. Oh, they actually might do that. But yeah, shout out to everybody up here.
Disrespectful.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We should. I was smoking my pack tonight too.
Oh yeah, we was smoke. Oh yeah. Oh, we gonna be smoking.
I smoked tonight too.
We gonna be smoking the pack the rest of the night.
Before I leave this up, but don't forget. Nets merchandise. Got some shirts. I hear. I don't know yet. I'm waiting for it to be confirmed. I received my hoodie today. Shit is fire. I'm waiting for confirmation that there may be a T-shirt with just this on there as well. I'm hoping that happens.
Coming soon.
I'm waiting for confirmation. That shit would be fire too. But I received my hoodie today. Shit was beautiful. It was comfortable. But yeah, that's. I just wanted to say that, but yeah,
y'all caught that merch, y'all. And if you look really close, if you can know about clothes and stuff, the quality is really nice. You know, anytime you do merch, it's gonna be a little pricey. But look, AJ, you know, and most of the time he's ratchet. You know, he's ghetto. You know, but this time, this time he said I'm gonna go all out. He said if I'm gonna sell merch for the people, you know, I'm gonna put my all into it. You know, he put his bread in that. You know. He funded that, so you know, go give back the hoodie fire, you know, and we gonna see y'all on the 3rd or whatever.
Yep.
But shout out to everybody for pulling up like the stream. You know,
my last word is quick, and then I'll let Chubbs close it out. Just make sure you guys hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram, and that's Kingdom711. Follow Saint on Twitter, SaintNet1, and I'm on Twitter too, and that's Kingdom. Thank you guys, love y'all.
Free AJ off Instagram. Free him.
Free me on IG. Knicks pack.
Free Alvin.
On IG. That
All right, Chubbs can close it.
Yeah, I got some on. So I think it's best we just leave this picture I'm sharing.
All right, let me get to where I'm at here real quick.
Because I feel like it just makes the most sense. Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like
damn, that's crazy.
Send me that too.
Send
me that.
I feel like
Chubb's final
words. I feel like this picture just
sums it up.
It just sums it up. Yeah, like let's really talk about it. Well, first let's do the game. I personally need to throw an apology form to James Harden because my rant last stream, I think he heard it. I genuinely think he heard it.
I'm glad he heard it.
If you want a good laugh, go to the last stream we did and just scroll like all the way to the end to Chubb's final words.
Chubbs, you ain't really bully him though. You just was you really. I feel like it was. He was just saying like play like an MVP. He said you're an MVP. Play like he prefaced all of it by saying, you know, And obviously the team booed him and stuff, but it worked apparently.
There was some anger.
It wasn't that bad. There was some anger. Yeah, there was some anger, but he ended it off. You could tell he was a fan by the way he ended it off.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
It was needed. Word.
But let's just to recap the game. This was a good game all around, even from both sides. Like that's probably the only credit I'll give the Knicks, like this whole stream. But in a rivalry game, since this is a rivalry game, teams are gonna wake up and play. So I'm not surprised this was a close game. I'm just happy we had the defense to stop it, and we had the clutchness of Bloodsport to win us the game. Like, to think I fucking say that. But I guess for the last words, let's really talk about how the Knicks ain't been shit, but the fans, for some reason, act like they this big, bad team of the East. Yep. Y'all, I was born in 2002, and that was the same year the Nets went to I believe a finals. The season that year. We lost
badly
to Kobe.
Terribly. Terribly.
Yeah. So
my thing is the Knicks' last finals was what, 95, 97, or 99 when they went up against the Spurs or the Rockets, I believe.
Who?
The Knicks.
I think that was their last final. They won on the finals. That was like in the 70s, I think, bro.
No, but their last actual finals they lost. Like their finals that they've been to.
I don't think they've been to the finals since the 70s.
I do believe they've been to a finals in the 90s, I believe.
I don't think so because they got cut short by Michael Jordan, but I think that's.
But the point I'm trying to make, we have had more playoff success since the 2000s, since your team.
Yep.
Yet for some reason in your mind, y'all still think y'all this big bad team in New York. When logically, the Nets have been the more successful team since 2000. If we keep it all the way 100,
message,
more finals appearances, better playoff runs. Like let's be honest, I was born in 2002, and y'all sucked then, and y'all still suck now. That is a problem.
Damn.
Message.
Damn.
That is a problem. Damn. Let's keep it a buck. That is.
I was born in 2000.
Julian, what did you say?
Damn.
How did that go?
Damn. Amen.
I'm saying like I've lost count of how many wash stars y'all get, how many picks y'all size up to be the new guy.
How many horrible contracts?
Yeah.
You fucked up.
What Eddie
Porzingis, KD, and
Porzingis, Melo, and
Y'all made Porzingis the bad guy when realistically he said, "I just want the bread and I'll play for you."
Word, yeah.
And let's go up to what? When was the trade for KD?
2019.
2019 summer, yeah.
Y'all had the chance to put New York back on the map with KD,
and they were trying Zion. My bad, that's the last thing I was saying.
Yeah, but even though I think RJ, KD, and Kyrie, that still would have been feasible. You had the bag right there. It was right in front of y'all. And y'all fumbled it worse than Curry in 2016.
Damn. That's hard to do.
Y'all fumbled the bag so bad. And it came out that Nolan didn't even set up meeting.
That's ratchet.
That's disrespectful. That's crazy.
That's bootleg as hell. So don't be mad that the other team is winning and that players actually wanted to come over here, and y'all little bootleg,
ragtag,
raggedy, rotten apple ass franchise can't pull not even Kyrie Irving.
I love it.
Can't even pull a number one pick. Y'all got the top 3 pick, and y'all were like one of the worst teams in the league. Don't know how you choke getting a number 1 pick, but y'all somehow accomplished it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Right, and it's like, I understand y'all been to the playoffs, first time actually looking decent for what, since how long? Y'all still got lamped by a Baldwin 20-year-old,
and they spit on him,
and y'all had the nerve to spit on him
because he was angry. Passed out papers talking about Trae Young's Baldwin, even though that's kind of funny, but that's still fucked up.
So I got a challenge to the Knicks, right? Don't get bitched by Trae Young, then y'all can start talking shit about running New York.
And they said we want Brooklyn after that series, or between that series, they're like, we want.
I
Brooklyn.
Remember that.
Yeah, we want Brooklyn.
Don't believe
no, you
me.
don't.
Y'all
Brooklyn. Y'all didn't even want Trae Young. Let's keep it. Y'all didn't even want.
Y'all barely
Trae Young.
wanted Trae Young.
Y'all don't want the Sixers right now with no Ben Simmons.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Y'all didn't even want the Wizards last year because I low-key have them landing y'all up. I think Russ would have went off on you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it is with the Knicks.
Damn, that's crazy, Knicks. Y'all going outside.
I'm saying, bro, like
I love this picture, by the way. I need this picture.
This picture is crazy. I loved it. But really, I'm gonna issue a challenge to the Knicks. Well, obviously, they're probably not gonna watch this shit, but still, beat Trae Young in the playoffs because y'all probably will see each other on how like the rankings will go. Matter of fact, get past the first round. I feel like that's an easy enough challenge. Get past the first round, and then you can start talking y'all shit. But until then, y'all ain't got shit to talk about other than being a gritty team from the 90s to now. And that's all y'all have to fall on. And that's my last words.
Ass.
All right, y'all. On your way out, if you have not... Oh, wait a minute. Last minute. Shamet balling for the Suns right
He
now.
just made a dagger 3. I just saw it. Yeah.
He's got 9 points. I don't know if
it's over. Phoenix is up 10.
He definitely hit a dagger.
He hit a dagger. That's why he said
shout out.
Yeah, hey, people want you to put that picture in Discord, by the way. But hey,
I'm gonna drop it in Discord. Don't worry.
Shout out to Jaden the Goat. Thanks for the super chat. If you have not hit the like button, please do. If you have not hit subscribe, please do. It helps the channel out, gets it more out to Nets World. More people like it. Let's see. Is the Discord? Yeah. If you haven't joined our Discord and you want to talk some shit and have some fun, Isaac has pinned the Discord link up at the top. Come in, be respectful. If you're being a hater or you're just going to be like racist, sexist, whatever, homophobic, all that shit, just bounce. We want to come in, have some fun, talk Nets. We do get a little crazy in there, but
18 and up.
Yeah, please don't be a child. I know, no offense, but you know, maybe could get away with 17, about to turn 18. But other than that, y'all, it was a good night. And yeah, we'll be seeing you in 3 days, y'all.
Gorilla mentality.
Yeah, shout out to SARS for SARS Wu-Tang name is Rilla. That's his new. That's his
that's so fire. Oh my god, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Rilla, okay.
Rilla, I'm handing out Wu-Tang names. They do come. They come to me like, but it takes a little bit. Like it has to be inspired. So far, I got Will Killa and
that name's
Rilla.
cold. I ain't gonna lie, Rilla. That shit cold.
Yeah. So right now, those are the two Wu-Tang names handed out. Other than that, y'all, you guys have a good night. And not only this, but I smoked the Knicks pack.
Smoke that pack, baby.
And then Katie and Harden smoked. Everybody was smoking. So.
And just to add, Randall looks like a Ninja Turtle. I don't think I mentioned that before.
Trash Ninja
Turtle.
Choke artist.
Yeah. No.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right.